and Roger Thames.
On Wednesday night in Budapest, Gary Pallister took the step up to England international very much in his stride. Today he's back in the second division, but with only 3 games left to secure promotion, you could hardly say the pressure on him has eased. Pallister knows that both his success and Middlesbrough's owe so much to his cast-iron defensive partnership that he's welded with Tony Mowbray. He'll be relieved that his steely skipper has recovered from a deep cut sustained in that 4-0 mauling at Ipswich last week. But Borough have problems in attack. Record signing Trevor Senior is out with a thigh injury, so Alan Kernahan moves in. Out too go Dean Glover and Brian Laws. They're on the bench as Gary Parkinson and the hard-running Gary Hamilton are both recalled. Plymouth have no prize to play for like Middlesbrough, and their recent results have reflected their mid-table security. They've been forced into 2 changes. John Uzell replaces the injured Lee Cooper at left-back, while defender Adrian Burrows has been suffering overnight with a stomach bug, so drops down to substitute. Nicky Marker will fill in at the back, with striker John Clayton brought into a reshuffled team. Today's referee is Steve Lodge from Barnsley. So what a vital 90 minutes are ahead of Middlesbrough. They've been through so much change over the past few years. They're now on the brink of the first division, but they really must win today to keep their promotion hopes alive. They've only lost twice here at Ayresome Park. A third defeat would surely make certain promotions such a difficult ambition to achieve. Plymouth, though, a team whose season has died on them rather. They've just picked up 1 point from the last 5 games. Jack Charlton, former Middlesbrough manager, is with me today, and this will be a nerve-testing occasion for these young Borough lads. Jack.
They're very fortunate in the fact that Plymouth have really got nothing to play for the rest of the year. As long as the game stays nice and quiet, I should imagine Middlesbrough will win quite comfortably. But what they don't want is to get any aggravation into the game.
Plymouth Argyle are a very experienced team, average age close on 29, as opposed to the Middlesbrough team, full of young Borough Braves who come through the ranks and prove they can cope with first the third division and now certainly the second division. In fact, Plymouth have been involved recently. This is the 6th game they played recently, and 5 of them have been against teams either going for promotion or trying to avoid relegation. It was Tynan there, very experienced striker. And Middlesbrough getting a bit of possession now through Paul Kerr. Hamilton can get it. Stuart Evans, that is. John Brimacombe. 8 is John Matthews. Tynan was there in the middle. And they gave Tynan a bit of space there. And just a shade of edginess there at the back, Jack.
Yes, that was a bit of... Tommy Tynan, they can't leave Tommy Tynan in positions like that in the middle of the box for headers like that.
Got to be safety first. John Matthews with his corner kick. Behind the box, Pallister, just as he was for England on Wednesday night, commanding there, and this is Ripley. Mark Burke, he's found Burke. He's had to check rather, men arriving, supporting in the middle. Kernahan is there, this is Burke. Burke chips across the face of the goal. And an early break by Middlesbrough. Slaven was there waiting, the cross just rather overhit. That was a rather more encouraging break from Middlesbrough that will settle any early nerves that look to be emerging back there just a few moments ago. Good break this, Jack.
Yes, it was an excellent break. The final ball was the one that let them down. He was only about a yard out. Had it been inside the line, they would have scored. The boys should have been coming in on that one, just a bit too far away from him.
Evans. Paul Kerr. Hamilton trying to make the ground in the middle, and this is Hamilton. Can he turn? So close there. Agony there for Gary Hamilton, but again the pace, the positive break, half open Plymouth Argyle, and that was a golden chance, Jack.
It was a quick chance for Gary. He's a long way out of goals when he goes around the goalkeeper. He's still got about 30 yards to go. And when he played the ball, Mark Smith had it absolutely covered. And had the ball been going to go, and he would have stopped it. He could have done better on the finish, actually, if they'd taken a little bit more time.
Parkinson. Good ball to Kernahan. Hamilton is through the middle. And Ripley, Kernahan still going. Good break by Alan Kernahan. 21 on Monday he was. I can guess how he'd like to celebrate.
Middlesbrough are finding some good space down that left-hand side. The fullback's over-covering, he's coming in too close and he's leaving anybody who wants to feed wide on the left, and they're getting in behind him.
Burke with the corner kick. Pallister! And just as on Wednesday night in Budapest, Pallister rose above everyone else but couldn't direct the header on target. But he certainly can jump, can't he?
It's a beautiful header, this, actually. He makes a run in there, gets up over everybody, and the ball just went about an inch past the post. It was a good chance.
Now back come Middlesbrough. Hamilton having to stretch for that one, rather. Uzel, not a bad ball that to Tynan either. He's finding a bit of space, Tommy Tynan. And a good ball in there to Kevin Hodges. Hodges, and that was a dangerous break there by Plymouth Argyle. It was their turn to find the space out wide, and Hodges had made a good supporting run through the middle.
One of these funny positions where Tommy Tynan is allowed too much room on the far side because the centre-back wasn't actually looking where he was, and he let him get away from him, Pallister, and he nearly got punished there by that.
Uzel, Clayton jumping, but Mowbray did. Parkinson, long ball proving effective again, well won by Kernahan. Now Ripley with a chance to run at Mark Smith. Ripley, Slaven's there. Fell between the two stools really then of trying to find the supporting man and perhaps have a go at goal as well. Summerfield, deep ball to Clayton. Summerfield made the run there and Mowbray cut it out. Parkinson, not a very good clearance. Evans, Matthews, and just over the bar. And Middlesbrough again played themselves into trouble. And John Matthews nearly made them suffer for it.
They're not picking up people very quickly and tight enough here.
Cooper. Oh, that's a terrible mistake. And Ripley scores, a gift for Borough, but Ripley says thank you so very much. What a ludicrous goal.
It was one of those unfortunate goals that you get in football. It was a ball that was going to drop round about the edge of the 18-yard box. Goalkeeper couldn't come and catch it. Mark Smith had to help it back to him. Goalkeeper came too far. And that's the result, the goal for Middlesbrough, at a time when they never looked like it and I don't think really deserved it. You see what I mean here? See, he has to play it, the goalkeeper couldn't come and catch it. I blame the goalkeeper there rather than Smith, because the goalkeeper should never have come that far.
Mind you, to credit to Ripley, he squeezed it in from a very, very acute angle. And at last Middlesbrough got a breakthrough. Ripley makes it Middlesbrough 1, Plymouth 0. 33 minutes gone, and I wonder how much of a transformation that'll make in Middlesbrough. And they're through again, and Kernahan blocked brilliantly by Steve Cherry, and Borough have come alive. There's the ball from Burke.
Beautiful ball. It really should have been a goal. He took it on the half volley, but if he'd taken it on the volley, he would have scored.
Now Uzel could play it forward. And that was all rather wasted, as the referee brings the first half to an end. First half it sees Middlesbrough in charge, finishing strongly, thanks to a 33rd minute goal by Stuart Ripley, who squeezed the ball in from a narrow angle after an appalling mistake by Mark Smith, who got terribly tangled up with goalkeeper Steve Cherry. So a stroke of fortune for Middlesbrough that they've taken full advantage of, with the half-time score reading Middlesbrough 1, Plymouth Argyle 0. So Plymouth Argyle prepare to kick off in this second half, with Middlesbrough leading, of course, by 1-0. Stuart Ripley capitalising on the defensive mix-up, and Middlesbrough with a defensive reputation, not an attacking one. The defence has been the rock of their promotion push. They've scored the fewest goals of the promotion contenders. In fact, Crystal Palace have let in more than Middlesbrough have scored, and they certainly could do with a second goal to make life just a little bit easier for them this afternoon. It'll be interesting to see how Plymouth Argyle respond to the first half, Jack, because they've played some good football early on, and now it's really up to them how much they want to make Borough battle for the points.
Well, now Middlesbrough have got the goal. They don't have to be in a rush now. They don't have to lose their balance. They've just got to play the game out nice and solidly, and another goal will come, and they'll win the game comfortably. What they don't want to do is overcommit.
Slaven nearly had an early chance, but just couldn't quite gather it in his stride. Give it and go, Middlesbrough. Stringing the passes together a little now. Goes inside there for Slaven. Slaven! He went round the keeper and done it in, but couldn't quite get the power of the shot. Gave Cherry half a chance there and he took it.
I've had a feeling all the game that this ball down behind the left back would be the one that would cause the problems. And Bernie Slaven just great here. The goalkeeper was extremely lucky just to get a hand to it. But a good chance he could have done with that goal.
Kerr steaming in the back. Hamilton just off him, offering support, but he didn't need it. Good cross in. Burke will have to check again though. Keeps it in play. Makes the angle for the cross. As far as Hamilton. Hamilton. And slicing that one wide. He hit them, Gary Hamilton. 5 goals so far this season, and he's come in and given the midfield a lot of engine power this afternoon. Cooper, Hamilton, and Hamilton's through here. Hamilton on his own now with the chance to make it so much more comfortable, and he tried to chip the keeper and it just drifted wide. He knew what he wanted to do, but achieving it wasn't quite so easy.
I actually don't think he did know what to do when he got here. He's run straight at the goalkeeper instead of making himself an angle to do what he wanted to do with it. And then he just had a little kick at the ball. I don't really think he knew what he wanted to do there. Really, he should have checked and just stroked it past him, but he didn't. And he had plenty of time to see it.
A little bit of a bobble as well, didn't make life too much easier.
Middlesbrough might regret that miss, because at 1-0, there's always an opportunity for Plymouth to come into the game. And the more the game wears on at 1-0, the more anxious Middlesbrough get to hang on to that. And the more that Plymouth will press them to get a goal.
Tynan, what a save from Stephen Pears. That's not the first time he's done Middlesbrough out during the season, and my word, his reactions there. Save Borough.
I would have given you 10-1 Tommy Tynan scoring there. It's a perfect position for Tommy. When the ball's knocked down from the header, and it shows you Tommy coming in on this ball, he can see what he wants to do, side-foots it, and it's a brilliant save.
That one beat the lot. Parkinson now get Middlesbrough going again. Attendance today 16,615, and all Middlesbrough fans bar the handful that made the long trip up from Plymouth. Still has to deliver the cross. Cooper might. Solid tackle that from Brimacombe. Still with Borough. Kerr's prod and Kernahan to let it drop. He took a real swipe at it. Cherry got his body behind it. Kernahan had to wait for the bounce there, which gave Cherry the chance.
What a beautiful little chip this was. And Kernahan just getting in there now. He waited beautifully, just let it bounce once more for a great volley, and he was unlucky that that didn't fit.
Good effort from Kernahan then. He's still up there looking to get on the end of this one. And Kernahan challenging, and Kernahan scores! He met it perfectly, and he celebrates in style.
A lot of people would give him a foul on the goalkeeper for that one, but it certainly wasn't a foul on the goalkeeper. It was a great header from a man who jumped in front of the goalkeeper and got up as high as he was going to catch it. Just watch this here, you'll see he goes right off the ground in front of the goalkeeper. There's no push there at all. And he's quite entitled to do that. Goalkeeper was very lax here, but a great goal for Middlesbrough.
Well, Kernahan's come in today for the club's record signing, Trevor Senior, and he's justified any faith from his manager. The 7th goal of the season, Alan Kernahan, after 63 minutes, makes Middlesbrough fans breathe a little easier. 2-0 now they lead. Some cause for celebration in the Holgate Inn now, though so much of course depends on how games around the rest of the country are going. They're doing as much as they can here at Ayresome Park. And Rick is on the chase again. He's got Burke supporting him. These two working in harness quite well down the right now. Here's Burke with a chance to cross. Kernahan was there, so too was Barker and Parkinson. And Brimacombe away, and Hamilton, the far one in, and Hamilton, that's a stunning goal from Gary Hamilton, and well might he somersault. A brilliant goal. 3-0.
He does well here, Gary Hamilton. He just lets the ball bounce as it comes back to him, just lets it bounce once, so that it just, as it drops, he hits it on a volley, dipping right over the goalkeeper and under the bar. Tremendous volley, great goal. Really looking the part now, Middlesbrough. Very positive. Beautiful goal.
And Hamilton justifies the selection too. He's come in today. And what a contribution he's made. And Borough now lead 3-0, 2 in 2 minutes. And they're flying now. And Burke's flying too.
It's amazing how the balance changes in the game. There was the Tommy Tynan chance that would have made it ones each, and then all of a sudden within a few minutes it's 3-0 to Borough. And now the game is how many can Borough get, and can they do any good, can they change, when really at 1-0 they were anxious. Completely changed now.
Tynan. Hodges doing well here. And again, Pears was out there. It's a good little run.
He's earned his money today. Pears, that's about 3 good saves he's made. This one looked a goal all day when he came in on it. He's gone inside and he just got to pick his spot, and Pears got a little hand to it and put it over the bar. Goals are completely empty. He's done well, Pears, today. And Plymouth should have done better with their chances.
Still they have this corner to deal with though. And Pears again. Was impeded early on there, Stephen Pears. Clayton, I think he was, with a header, and he got back for it well, and Pears really is earning his corn today.
You've got 2 big lads at the back post like Pallister and Mowbray. That sort of a header shouldn't be allowed. He was a very good save again by Pallister, by the goalkeeper there. But Pallister and Mowbray should be handling that sort of cross.
Another corner then to cope with. Tynan there, the number 9. Poor corner though. Hodges. And a careless one there. Well, Stephen Pears prides himself on clean sheets, 27 last season, 21 before today, and really they shall not pass, definitely his motto. Pallister got a little touch to it there, and they pulled one back. John Clayton cashing in on a lapse in the Middlesbrough defence.
Certainly was a lapse, it was a lapse. Watch Pallister here, when he goes up to head the ball, he gets... I've said it of him before, he tends to pick up his positions a little bit late. you'll just see that he's got himself under the ball, and in fact he was the one that headed it, which put the Middlesbrough defence under a little bit of pressure, and it finished up in a goal.
So John Clayton, it's his 7th of the season. Plymouth pull one back, Middlesbrough 3, Plymouth 1. A warning there that Middlesbrough mustn't get too casual. Now Burke, wide. They've got the 3 points. It was a game they had to win, and they have done as well. Their hard-running, never-say-die approach came through in the end. Stuart Ripley put them on their way. Jack Charlton's man of the match with a slightly fortunate goal from a defensive mix-up. Supplied the cross for Kernahan as he and Hamilton really sewed the game up midway through the second half. Clayton's goal at the end, no more than a consolation. And now they must wait for the other results, but Middlesbrough still on course for Division 1. They win today, 3-1. Brown dropping down.